Hey everybody, it's Catherine Reicheld here, and the reason that I'm going live tonight is because I have something to tell you. I got something by courier a couple of weeks ago. I don't know when exactly it was, but there was a letter that came with it. So let me read this to you. Dear Toastmaster Reicheld, Distinguished Toastmaster, DTM, recognition is the greatest honor that can be earned by a member of Toastmasters International. The DTM award is given only to those who have demonstrated outstanding leadership and communication skills and who have used these skills to help others in their self-development efforts. Attaining this award was not an easy task. No, it wasn't. And if you haven't figured out by now, the letter I'm reading is about me being awarded the DTM Distinguished Toastmaster Award. So now DTM appears after my name, and I'm going to let you know exactly what that means because it's important. I got a letter with it and something else. What this means is the CEO of Toastmasters wrote this letter, sent it to me, all by himself probably. Anyway, he goes on to say, you have completed both the leadership and communication tracks, earning many awards to reach DTM status. These accomplishments have given you a greater perspective of the value of being a good communicator and an effective leader. That much is true. And it's not just because the CEO of Toastmasters said it, it actually is true. You have assisted your club, district, and community. Toastmasters itself has helped more than 4 million people since the organization was established in 1924. Your accomplishments and continuing contributions are a significant factor in that success. Aww. I'm delighted to recognize you as a distinguished Toastmaster. Your outstanding achievement will serve as an inspiration to all Toastmasters. Enclosed is an exquisite plaque in honor of your achievement. Let me show you the exquisite plaque. It probably looks backwards to you because as I look at this in the video, it's backwards, but I can assure you that it is the right way around when I read it. So it says, Distinguished Toastmaster recognition is given to Catherine Reicheld by Toastmasters International for outstanding accomplishment and leadership excellence in the pursuit of the mission of Toastmasters International. The current tagline of Toastmasters is where leaders are made. And a lot of people join Toastmasters to improve their public speaking skills. And that was the same reason that I joined. Just about 9 years ago, I can't believe it's been that long, but just about 9 years ago, my good friend Raina recommended that I join Toastmasters. I was looking for a way to improve my public speaking skills, not just for speaking in public, but specifically for interviews. And I'll tell you, within the first few weeks, it worked. I got an interview and then I got a job. I'm not working at that job anymore, but when I was new into Toastmasters, and I felt the nerves every time I had a speech all day long at work. I would stand up and be at my desk in the middle of an open environment, and people would be wondering, why are you so twitchy? I'm like, oh, I'm nervous. I have a speech tonight. And they're supportive, and it was great professionally, and it also was something that helped me immediately and supported me as an instructor of health and safety orientation training to start off with. And this joining Toastmasters, this really important decision that I made nearly 9 years ago, not only helped me to improve my interview skills and get the job, that one decision set me on a path of personal growth, which I didn't see coming. One of the things that I learned is that I like talking a lot more than I realized. And I got lots of opportunity to do that. I probably did somewhere around 50 speeches, 45, 50 speeches, just to complete the requirements of the education program. And that doesn't include all of the times I took on a speaking role in the meeting that wasn't a prepared speech, or doing impromptu speaking as part of the meeting, or providing evaluations for others. Every speech I did was evaluated by a member of the audience, another Toastmaster. And I'll tell you, the Toastmasters audience can be a tough audience. Everyone is so supportive that when I make a joke sometimes, I think they're not sure whether they're supposed to laugh or not. You're supposed to laugh. Just if you feel it, laugh it out. That's what I say. So I learned a lot about myself, about public speaking, and things that work, things that don't work. I was reading the audience, and I got to know, as I was writing a speech, oh yeah, this is going to be a good one. Or there'd be sometimes when I would struggle with the speech, and somehow I came up with 40 plus different topics for speeches. And these speeches were varying lengths. And the more I did, the more I enjoyed it, and the more I pushed what I was comfortable with. So I kept going with it, and I got hooked on doing speeches. So it's not just about doing speeches. There are other leadership roles to take on, the roles within the meeting to make sure the meetings run smoothly, the evaluations. There was mentoring new Toastmasters and coaching a club that needed a boost, and taking on an executive role within the club and things like that, all of which served to improve my leadership skills right along with the public speaking skills. And we always say in Toastmasters, you know what, you get to be a good communicator in order to be an effective leader. And I found that to be true, and I've learned so much in exploring speaking and communicating outside of Toastmasters and as a facilitator and an instructor, that I've learned a whole lot of stuff about communicating with people one-on-one, communicating with people in audiences, and how to be effective at it. And it's not just about talking. It's all about listening. Listening is so important. I don't have to listen to anyone right now but myself, so I'll just keep talking. There was a lot that I got to explore about myself, and one of the biggest benefits that I experienced was the boost in confidence. That when I speak and people will listen to me, that they're actually listening and they're taking in what I'm saying. And something that floored me was when months later someone would say, oh yeah, I remember you. You did that speech about whatever it was they remembered. And I don't remember it the same way they do. I may not remember the speech at all, but they remembered it. There's something about it that stuck. So I learned that I was making an impact, even at times I didn't realize it. So when I put this plaque up on my wall, it's not just going to be because it's an exquisite plaque, like Mr. CEO says, but it'll be a reminder for me of the growth that I experienced in public speaking and in leadership. And it's not the ending of a journey, it's really a continuation. I get to explore more about communicating, and communicating to large audiences, communicating to small audiences, communicating one-on-one, communicating via video. 9 years ago, do you think I ever imagined talking to a device with a camera that's recording alive to people? No, I probably would have just gone and hidden under the bed. And now I have this exquisite plaque. Yes, I said it again. Maybe exquisite is the word of the day. We can make it that. When I look at this plaque, I'll be reminded of how that one decision nearly 9 years ago caused a whole new journey to take place into self-growth and discovery, and it reminds me of the dedication and the commitment that it took to complete this program, and the interacting with other people, being dedicated and committed to the club, and being persistent, being able to receive feedback, even feedback I really didn't like, being able to give feedback to others. And it reminds me of not just the growth I've experienced so far, but also the growth that and the leadership and all of that has become part of my journey because of this one decision that I made 9 years ago. And of course, the decision to put effort into it, because Toastmasters is one of those things, just like a lot of other things, that you get out of it what you put into it. And I put my best effort into it all the time, and I'll continue to do that with the new things that I take on. And I'll tell you one more thing, and I'll leave you with this, that no matter how distinguished I become, I also get to be humble, because despite being a distinguished Toastmaster, I now get to go wash my dishes. Even being distinguished as I am, the dishes still will not wash themselves. Good night, everybody.